Anyway, here's something we don't need to yell about. Someone suggested comparing the proportion of Christians and atheists in prison to the proportion of Christians and atheists in the entire country. So I did, and about 76.5% of Americans are Christians, and 0.4% of Americans are atheists. Compared to the 80% of prisoners who are Christians and 0.2% who are atheists, it could be that there are more Christian prisoners because there are more Christians, and fewer atheist prisoners because there are fewer atheists, which would mean that religion, or the lack thereof, doesn't have much of an effect on whether people will commit crimes. So the Ten Commandments don't really have anything to do with it. Another person wanted to know if I believe there are universal, absolute moral truths. No, I do not. But I also don't believe that there are no absolute morals. Really, I just don't know the answer to that. It's something I've been thinking about for a while, but so far, I haven't come to any conclusions that are satisfying enough that I would present them as a definitive answer. I wouldn't rule out the existence of absolute morals, but so far I've seen no convincing reason why any morals are absolute. For example, a lot of religions claim that their morality is the absolute morality, the one right answer. But really, it's just as relative as anything else. We can say it's wrong to kill people, and you can ask, why is it wrong? And we can say, because God says it's wrong. And you can ask, why are we supposed to listen to God? And how does God know what's right and wrong? And where do we stop with this? Would we say, that's just the way it is? That's not a very good answer. And besides, if we refer to God for moral guidance, then morality really is completely arbitrary. God could say it's okay to kill people, and all of a sudden it would become morally acceptable to kill people? That's not a satisfying answer either. But I don't think secular morality necessarily has a more solid basis. We can say it's wrong to kill people, and you can ask, why is it wrong? And we can say, because it deprives a person of their life. But you can ask, why is that wrong? And we can say, because human life is valuable. But you could ask, why is it valuable? As far as I can tell, we can keep looking back through these moral guidelines, whether they're religious or secular, and it seems like they're always reduced to an answer like, that's just how it is. And I don't think that's a good enough reason. I don't find that to be acceptable. I'd like there to be a more satisfying answer than that. When I compared God and the global flood to Shinzon from Star Trek Nemesis, someone wanted to know if I was appealing to a universal absolute moral to explain why both were wrong. And I was not. I don't think I was appealing to any absolute morals. And I wasn't saying that it's always wrong to kill everything on Earth. There could conceivably be a circumstance where it might actually be right to kill everything on Earth. But I do think the situations are comparable, because neither situation qualified as a circumstance where it was right to kill everything on Earth. Neither God nor Shinzon had a good enough reason for doing this. Shinzon wanted to destroy the Federation. Galactic conquest is not an acceptable reason for killing everyone. God thought everyone was evil, not just people, but infants and animals. I don't think it's justified to kill everything just because you think it's all evil. Now, morality and ethics are very complex fields that many brilliant people have spent their lives working on, and it's still a work in progress. Something as simple as religious laws that claim to be absolute really haven't provided a good answer at all. At this point, there don't seem to be any solid reasons why any morals would be more or less absolute than other morals. Everything boils down to, it just is. And that's not good enough. But I'm still looking for answers here, and if you have any better ideas, I'd love to hear about it. If there are any truly absolute morals, I'd be very interested to know what they are.